Hello, friends, and welcome to today's episode. The babysitter hears something up in the attic. So, Dad checks the secret camera and sees his kitchen turned into a nightmare. When one nanny got home one day, she knew right away that something wasn't right. She grabbed the kit she was in charge of and ran away. But they didn't fully understand what had happened until the child's father watched the scary CCTV video. Jonathan Lee lives in Irvine, California, with his family. Lee and his wife have a son who is 3 years old. But because they are both busy people, they can't always be there 24 hours a day. So, the couple chose to hire a nanny to take care of their baby. Jenna Lee Baker was the right person for the job. At the time, they had no idea how important Baker would become to them. Baker and the 3-year-old were out doing chores one day in the summer of 2017. After finishing their jobs, the two probably couldn't wait to get home, but they didn't know what was waiting for them there. Baker knew something was wrong when she opened the door and looked inside. But before she knew it, the boy had skipped right into the house. Baker told him to come back because she thought he was in danger. It was a good thing she did, because she just heard footsteps coming down the stairs. So, Baker ran into the house, grabbed the child, and took him outside. She ran right to the house of a neighbor to get help. Baker said when she played out the scene for Inside Edition in August 2017, "I turned around and grabbed him." The nanny took the child with her and ran down the path and into the street without even putting her shoes on. Baker had a feeling that something wasn't right in the house. She didn't realize how dangerous she and the child had been until much later. Yes, the disturbing truth wasn't found out until the child's father got home and looked at the CCTV video. The video showed that a thief broke into the Lay family home while Baker and the boy were out. From there, he went into the kitchen and found the nanny's purse there. The thief then dumped the bag out on the counter to see if there was anything worth taking. Also, this thief was a careful thief who made sure to turn over every stone. After he was done in the kitchen, the thief went through the rest of the house looking for goods. He even looked in the kids' room for things that belonged to my wife's bag. Lee said as he watched the video again, "He's got his hand. The fact that he could just walk into my kids' rooms scares me the most." Later, when the thief heard Baker come home, he must have thought he'd been there too long because he ran away, down the stairs and out the front door. In fact, the video showed that he left the house after the burglary right after the nanny and the child. The local cops stated that they were looking for a suspect in connection with the incident. They said he was an African American man between the ages of 18 and 25. Police also said that he was carrying a polka dot backpack that probably weighed about 170 pounds. Lee thinks that the man wasn't working alone after he looked at the CCTV tape. He told ABC 7 Eyewitness News that he was on his phone the whole time. He was on his phone from the moment he walked into the garden, through the house, up to our room, and back down again. Lee said that the attacker had tried to get into the house by breaking a window, but when that didn't work, he just broke through a glass door. A shocking set of things happened in the middle of the day. The father also told the court that the event had left him scared. Lee said, "The burglar destroyed my sense of safety in my home, so I feel very violated." We don't know what would have happened if Baker had met the thief, and Lee doesn't even want to think about that possibility. "The fact that we were home and he was in the house was the scariest thing to me," he said. Now, the family is just glad that things turned out the way they did, and they are very thankful to Baker for saving their little boy. No doubt. Inside Edition says that they now talk about her as their spiritual. "It's hard to believe what she did for my son and what she does every day. I'm so glad she's a part of our lives." But Baker says she was just doing her job when she took care of the little boy. She said, "I don't think of myself as a hero. I care about him, and when his parents go out of town, they trust me to keep him safe." That's it for today, friends. Please let us know what you think about this story. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon for more amazing stories.